Hello, folks. So great to see you all. I'm Sandy O from Emma's Revolution.
And I'm Pat Humphreys. So great to be with you.
Thanks for joining us for our first of two season of peace concerts. We started them last year, bringing together wonderful friends of ours to sing songs of the season. And we're so glad to be able to do it again this year and that you all are joining us. We got folks joining us on Facebook Live. Nice to see you. Feel free to drop a comment in the chat there. Let us know where you're joining us from. And we have folks who are going to be watching later on YouTube. So glad to have you here. Come join us live for our second part of this on December 18th. But right now you are here on December 11th. And we've got some of our wonderful performing songwriter friends in the house here to sing a song or two of the season with us all. And as I like to say every time we do these, we have our fabulous tech team who are, sorry, I'm just seeing a note. Paula, you might need to press the play button on your Facebook video in order to see the video come through. It's a little strange these days. Anyway, our tech team keeps things going for us all this time. We started doing these Sunday sessions back in March of 2020. You might remember that time. And we kept going rather regularly throughout this time. I'm sorry, I'm just watching things have an issue over on our side of the screen too. There we go, just for fun. And but we are doing these last two shows as kind of our way to say farewell to that idea of staying every Sunday or almost every Sunday, but not to say farewell to all of you, because we will be doing occasional events, occasional workshops and concerts online, and we will let you know of those so you can come back and join us. And our fabulous tech team has allowed us to do this kind of stuff for so long. So we are so grateful, and so much love we send to that tech team: Moria, Paula, Toby, Rada, Alice, and Marcy. And today that was Marcy running the video to get us started. And we are going to get this show started with a seasonal song. Yay, tech team, says Lisa in the chat there and on Zoom.
Yeah, we've been in full toffee mode for folks who were able to get in on that this year. So we traded our aprons for our performing clothes just moments ago. I just did a great big quadruple batch of orange zested toffee. And we'll come and sing a little bit. We sang this morning. Actually, we were at the UU Church in Boston. And then jumped over to the toffee factory and then came back here.
Are you tuned for the same song that I'm tuned for?
I believe so.
Okay. Great. I'm
soon
tuned for the
find
same
out.
song that you are tuned for. A lot of moving parts, and none of them involve sugar here in front of the camera. But we have a seasonal song for you that is about the light and the dark, because this is a season of light and dark, the coming, that longest night is soon upon us, and then the light will be returning. And this song was really an opportunity that Pat took to re-envision how we consider light and dark, and to decolonize our language, and to really find the love and the honoring of the dark. So in this song, in the first verse, when Pat sings a line, we can all sing back the words "in the light." And the second verse, when Pat sings a line, we can all sing back "in the dark." And in the third verse, we can all sing back "we begin."
We have come in the light to this place, in the light with our hearts, in the light open wide. We are here in the light, giving voice, in the light to the truth, in the light we divide. Let us sing for today. Let us learn better ways, showing love in light, better days. We are born in the dark, we are fed in the dark, we connect in the dark through the veil. We are held in the dark, we are healed in the dark, mysteries in the dark we reveal. Let us sing for today. Let us learn better ways, showing love in the dark, giving hope in the dark. We create in the dark better days. Time is now. We begin where we are. We begin, we have all. We begin that we need to renew. We begin to release. We begin to rebuild. We begin to believe. Let us sing for today. Let us learn better ways, showing love. We begin giving hope. We begin, we create. We begin better days. Let us sing for today. Let us learn better ways, showing love. We begin giving hope. We begin, we create. We begin better days, showing love. We begin giving hope. We begin, we create. We begin better days.
All right, now, thank you so much. We are happy to get things started here on our second annual Season of Peace concert, part 1 today. And we have a group of beautiful singers and songwriters here to lead some songs for you all. And for us, that's one of the parts we love. We get to sing along in our Zoom boxes just like you do. Our first friend is coming to us from New York State, where it is snowing. Oh my gosh, she's going to bring the season to us all. And she's just a fabulous songwriter, writing her own songs and also singing Nueva Canción songs and singing for justice always with a sense of a groove. So please welcome our friend, Colleen Kattau.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you. It's
hello.
so good to be here. And I just really want to just give a shout out to you, Sandy and Pat, just because, for organizing these, it takes a lot. And, you're just, two of the most generous musicians that I've ever, met. And I can't wait till we can sing in the flesh sometime.
I
Oh,
know.
yes, we so
Thank
look
you.
forward to it.
Thank
to
you so much.
make up stuff.
Yes. Well, we look forward to hearing you. Thank you so much,
Well,
Colleen.
I'm really excited to be here, and I'm on Onondaga, Haudenosaunee territory, and it did indeed snow here. We got like 4 inches of really beautiful snow. So I recently recorded a song by Sandy Denny. Um, Does that name sound familiar? She sang some of you Fairport Convention. So it's called "Who Knows Where the Time Goes," and if you know the song, please sing along. I just love this song. Across the morning sky, all the birds are leaving. Oh, how can it's time for them to go before the winter fire. I'll still be dreaming. I have no thought of time. Who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? Sad, deserted shore, your fickle friends are leaving. Oh, but then you know it was time for them to go. But I will still be here. I have no thought of leaving. I do not count the time. Who knows? Who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time goes? And I know I'm not alone where my love is near me, and I know it will be so till it's time for them to go. But I'll come the storm of a winter, and then the birds in spring again. I do not fear the time, for who knows how my love grows, and who knows where the time goes? Who knows where the time, oh, where the time goes? Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Come on. And we're like singing all the harmony
So
with you.
beautiful.
Who
Oh,
knows
who
where the
knows
time goes? Whatever the rhythm is. I don't know. It's a beautiful song. Thank you
It
so
is
much for
such a
bringing
great
that here.
song.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
can just hear Sandy Denny and Judy Collins. People mentioned, all the singers who've sung that beautiful song.
Oh yeah, presente. I was like, I'm
Yes.
gonna record it, and I did.
Good for you.
Right
Good for you.
on.
It's really
I'll
lovely.
send
Well,
you. It sounds nice with the instrumentation too.
well, tell
I'll put
people,
it.
tell us about it. So you have a recording and
Yeah. I'll get the YouTube and put it in the chat if people want to hear it. So
Okay, because we have an active chat happening here on Zoom. People
yeah,
got a lot
I
to
know. I try
say.
not to look, but
Understood.
I can't do the spotlight. I gotta like see everybody when I sing, so I never put the
Totally
spotlight.
hear you.
Who
And you know
wants to
what?
like look at themselves? You know, it's like no.
I want to let people know that the exciting thing is that Colleen, you gave us that beautiful song, and you're going to be coming back on and singing another song, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
good.
later on.
So we thank you for starting us off so beautifully,
Yeah.
and that is wonderful. And you're going to hear from Colleen again because it's such a busy time. Some people's schedules seemed like it was going to work for today, and now it isn't going to work. And
Maybe
then
not.
there is still that thing known as the Rona, and that has taken our dear Rick Burkhardt from singing with us. He's fine.
Yes,
he just
he's
can't
still with
sing.
us. He's just not singing
He's
right
just
now, I
not
think.
singing. But before we bring up the next artist, I did neglect to mention, and thank you, Marcy, for putting it in the link there, that we do welcome you to make a contribution. All your contributions today will be split among all the artists who are performing. And there's a link in your chat here on Zoom. There's a link in your comments on Facebook. And we are bringing up the next artist.
Yeah, the next artist we have with us is a longtime songwriter, justice songwriter, and songwriter of all kinds of songs. She's been very active in recent years, writing and singing songs with a group of fabulous women in particular, but folks in general, calling themselves a cappella, gathering at train stations and all sorts of places on the street around her home in Berkeley, California. And she is also, incidentally, the daughter of Malvina Reynolds. Please welcome Nancy Schimmel.
And there she is.
So great to have you with us, Nancy.
Hi.
Uh, Funny you should mention a cappella and train stations in the same breath because we were just reminiscing about the beignet place at the BART station. And oh, now I can't remember.
Oh, Schimmel.
Anyway,
Beignet. That sounds good.
Yeah.
yeah, we always love to sing at that station because of this place called Powder Face. And if you've ever eaten a beignet, you know why it's called Powder Face.
It's very seasonal, Nancy.
That's great.
I love that. Thanks so much.
Since you're both up to your ears in sugar right now.
Exactly.
Well, this song, I'm going to put myself on gallery here. There, that's better. This song was inspired by something my friend Maris Upon-Shevin said. She travels all around the world doing workshops on community building and on reducing bullying in classrooms, and uses music a lot, music and dance in her workshops. But she was talking about how ungrounded she felt sometimes with all this. And thinking about being grounded, I got this flash of something I used to do when I was in high school. Now and then, I would go out and lie on the grass in the quad with my head toward the North Pole and my feet toward the equator, because I was thinking of myself not as lying on the ground and looking up, but as being held by gravity on the curve of the earth and looking out. And then this thinking of that, this song just started pouring out. Let me get the right note. Like a magnet attracts a pin, the earth attracts us and holds us in. We won't fly off to Venus or Mars, even though we're shooting stars. Lie on the grass and breathe the air. Feel the force that holds you there. You shining star, you soaring song, This is your ground. Here you belong. The days fly by when you're living large, when you're thinking deep and you're taking charge. No matter how high you leap and spin, the planet reels you in. Lie on the grass and breathe the air. Feel the force that holds you there. You shining star, you soaring song. This is your ground. Here you belong. The fish that swim and the birds that fly, the mole in the ground and you and I. The law of gravity holds the dove, but we could call it love. Lie on the grass and breathe the air. Feel the force that holds you there. You shining star, you soaring song. This is your ground. Here you belong. Through days' confusion and nights' alarms, we're held in the planet's leafy arms. When I'm too far to reach your hand, you've got a place to stand. Lie on the grass and breathe the air. Feel the force that holds you there. You shining star, you soaring song. This is your ground. Here you belong. You shining star, you soaring song. This is your ground. Here you belong.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's lovely,
Oh my
Nancy.
gosh.
Wow.
You know, it's so beautiful. The lyrics are so beautiful and so direct. The idea of that we're lying on the ground and being held in by gravity is that really pulls it all into perspective. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. Thank you for the reminder. You know,
Yeah.
we get so caught up in all the noise. It's just a beautiful image.
And we're singing yours. We were singing harmony with your song too.
Yes.
We're ready. We're ready when you to add some harmonies next time we get to sing with you in the street.
Yes, good.
Thank you so much. Is there something coming up, Nancy? Like, are there a cappella things happening for the holidays, or what are you all up to?
Not that I know of. We were singing to support the student workers at Cal.
Yeah.
Was our latest thing, and whatever arises will be there. It's kind of the way we operate.
Right on.
We love that.
We do.
Thank
you so much for the beautiful song. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, and thank you for your ongoing showing up. Really appreciate that.
I'm sorry Rick couldn't be here today.
We are too.
A shame. Yeah.
We are too. Yeah. We might, and we just heard from another artist who was going to come today, Kalori Cosme, who's one of these young women artists who we met when we were on tour in the East Coast in the fall. And she's amazing, but she had a family emergency. So maybe we'll squeeze everybody onto the December 18th show. Come on back and you'll get to hear everybody. Yeah. Yes. And Rick is amazing for folks who haven't heard him. What were you saying about, or thinking about saying about Rick, Nancy?
Oh, his song "Statue Down" just blows me away.
Yeah.
Right on.
Amazing songwriter.
Wonderful songwriter.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we'll get that link into the chat if folks can find it. "Statue Down" by Rick Burkhart.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for saying link, because I'll put my link to my website in, because I just got that song. My daughter runs my website and she just put that song on since I was doing it here. Thanks.
Good.
That's
Oh, it's a
lovely.
beautiful song.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing it
Yes,
here.
thank you.
All right. Thank you. That's great. Well, we are so happy. This is so lovely, and yeah, we are just taking all the time to visit with everybody because we do. We have time. It's lovely. Our next artist who we're going to bring up is a really beautiful friend of both Pat and mine. I knew Bev Grant before I met Pat, and Pat had been already singing with Bev and writing songs with her for a long time. So she is just a powerhouse of a justice songwriter. Leads a choir, or led a choir, founded and led a choir for many, many years, the Brooklyn Women's Chorus. I sang in Bev's band. Pat and Bev wrote a number of songs. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that, but please welcome up our friend, Bev Grant.
Thank you. I love our history together. You know, it's long and rich.
Yes,
It is. It
absolutely.
is.
I have so much love for you both.
Likewise.
Same here.
In my chorus, I retired this last June from 25 years as the founder and director of the Brooklyn Women's Chorus. And it was an amazing experience because it was life changing for so many people, including me, you know. And just the finding of one's voice. I never auditioned anybody. And, you know, basically everybody had permission to sing. And some of these women had been told since they were kids that they shouldn't sing or they should mouth the words. And that's such an abusive thing because those of us who grew up singing and, you know, continue to sing, we know the power that it gives us. You know, it's just undescribable until you do it. You know, it's like, and when we would come to chorus, it doesn't matter how bad you felt when you came, you always left feeling good because you sang. And there were many people that I was able to discover had different talents, you know, and that's something that I've always tried to do, is to kind of network and pull things out of, you know, see what people have to offer. So, you know, it's not all about me, you know, and it only enriched the chorus tremendously, you know, to have that space to bring whatever talents people had. And one woman in particular, the first time she spoke up was when we were getting ready to go to a demonstration against the war in Iraq. And I was like saying, we need a banner. We need a banner. And there was just silence in the room. And then later, after chorus had finished, she came up to me and quietly said, well, I make banners for a living, you know? So it was like, oh shit, this is cool, you know? And she made us a lovely banner. And then she shared with me that she wrote poetry. And she wrote a wonderful song about joining the chorus, you know, and her experience when they told her not to sing. And it's actually inscribed on our first CD. But then she brought me a poem that just really was a song. I could immediately hear a song in it. And so I took it and wrote music to it. And I had to add a couple lines because the symmetry wasn't, you know, each verse had to be the same length, you know. I may not think that way all the time, but I did for this song. It really needed that. And her name is Felicity Frisbee, and she's here tonight, and I would like to introduce her. So if we can, there she is. That's Felicity. What a great name, right? Look at all those books. Felicity is actually a graphic artist and works for the Prospect Park Alliance. So she has many talents. And I don't know if you want to say anything, Felicity. You could unmute yourself and say hello.
Well, I just never imagined that there would ever be a song written for the words that I wrote. So it's actually one of the moment when you sang that song for the first time was one of the most thrilling moments of my entire life.
Aww.
Because, you know, it's true that you've given a lot of women a creative voice, and that is that is really, I think, the most powerful part of ourselves is our creativity, and it's often squashed. So thank you for that wonderful moment. And all the years of singing, 25 years of singing. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for these lyrics. This is not a song that I would, even the music that I wrote for it is not a usual Bev Grant kind of song, you know, so it's kind of hard for me to sing it. I had to lower it a step or two to be able to do it. And it's the title of our second CD, which is available online, called I Will Sing. That's the name of the song. I will sing with my most beautiful voice, and all will be as one. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. Justice will be done. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. We will do our part. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. Joy will fill my heart. La la la, la 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 la. I will sing. I will sing. La la la, la 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 la. I will sing. I will sing. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. War will have to end. I will sing with my most beautiful voice, and peace will soon begin. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. There'll be food for all. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. Children will grow tall. La la la. La 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 la, I will sing. I will sing. La la la. La 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 la, I will sing. I will sing. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. Comfort all who hear. I will sing with my most beautiful voice and rid the world of fear. I will sing with my most beautiful voice. All will be set free. I will sing with my most beautiful voice and touch eternity. La la la, la 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 la, I will sing. I will sing. La la la, la 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 la, I will sing. I will sing. La la la, la 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 la, I will sing. I will sing. La la la, la 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 la, I will sing. I will sing.
Right on. Oh,
that's
my
lovely.
goodness. That is so beautiful. We're coming
Yay,
up to
Felicity.
cheer you both.
Yes.
We're bringing Felicity up to cheer you, Felicity. Oh my gosh, that
That's
line.
beautiful.
Oh, the line about eternity. Holy moly, you all, for putting that all together.
That's so beautiful.
Gorgeous. So singable.
Yeah, I love that.
Good. It's very, you know, and for this season you could also sing fa la la, and then you're just like right in that, you know. If you need a harder connection, which I don't, for our show, Season of Peace, you are in the connection. The whole thing about I will sing and peace will begin. Gorgeous.
Yes.
I felt like I had to have a song about peace because most of my stuff is kind of grittier, you know.
That's okay.
We totally understand. Thanks to you both. Thank you so much. And I think we're going to hear a second song from Bev as we circle around in the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But here we are midway, a little bit past midway in our first season of Peace concert for this year. We started them in 2021, bringing on our friends, these fantastic singer-songwriters who we've had the opportunity to know from many different parts of the country and parts of times in our lives, and we wanted to bring them all to you. So we're glad you're joining us here, and we invite you to contribute. We've got a link that's there in the comments, are there in the comments in Facebook or here in the chat in Zoom. And anything that you contribute today will be split among all the artists who are performing. And we are, this song, I think this song that we're going to sing for you is part of the reason why we decided to do a Season of Peace concert. So we're justice activists, and we sing about peace all through the year. And yet, when we get to the holidays, people are booking other kind of concerts, and they somehow don't want to hear anything about peace, but they call it the Season of Peace. So what is the what about that? And that is why we decided to have Season of Peace concerts where folks whose songs are infused with peace and justice all year round have a place to sing in this literal Season of Peace. So this is the song that kicked it off. Many of you have sung it with us live. Your part is peace, salam, shalom, peace in English, peace in Arabic, peace in Hebrew.
And I've been thinking so much about the folks who are still demonstrating in the streets in Iran, and also the folks in Ukraine who are literally out in the cold right now. So, peace is a relative thing, and may people who are at war around the world in so many places find their version of peace and well-being. So this is a song that we wrote first in response to September 11th, when we were in that liminal space between New York City and DC over that time, and we were moving from the New York City area to the Washington DC area. And, knew that event was going to be a huge cry for war, and it was indeed that. And we needed, as part of the peace community, to send a great big message up there and keep it out there as best we could. And then some folks translated it into Spanish and into French. So we'll do some version of all of that, a little bit of our version, a little bit of I'm forgetting their names now.
Community of Christ.
Community of Christ,
and
group that also uses this song and put it in their hymnal to teach to their members and friends around the world. And a good message no matter where you come from.
And you can imagine the Brooklyn Women's Chorus singing it with us, because they sang it with us in the streets of New York on October 7th of 2001.
That first peace rally in New York City after September 11th. Right. Yeah. That was quite a day. All right, so you'll keep your same part. If you haven't sung this song with us before, your part is peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. You just keep doing that. It turns out it's a 2-part round, so you can jump in and be part of the second part in that if you would like. And we will sing some of the other verses in Spanish and in French to do a little counter melody with yours. So we'll start out with peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. That's your part. Peace, salam, shalom. 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 Nous poursuivons pour la paix.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Nous poursuivons pour la paix.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Nous poursuivons pour la paix.
Peace, salam, shalom.
Nous poursuivons pour la paix.
Peace, salam, shalom.
We believe in peace.
Peace, salam, shalom.
We believe in peace.
Peace, salam, shalom.
We believe in peace.
Peace, salam, shalom.
We believe in
Peace,
peace.
salam, shalom.
Creemos en la
Salam,
paz.
shalom, peace.
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 We will work for
Shalom,
peace.
peace, salam.
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 Vivimos en la
Shalom,
paz.
salam, peace.
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 We can live in peace.
Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Peace, salam, shalom. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, y'all.
Let us bring back Colleen Kattau. You got a song for us?
I love that song. Yeah, yeah,
Thank you.
I do. I love singing just the season songs, you know. I just love it this time of year, and I really loved what you said earlier about embracing the dark, because I just I did write a song about embracing the dark, but I'm gonna do this one instead. It's another cover song, but it's just I love the darkness. It's like you light the candles and you really just there's so much inspiration and beauty in the dark, you know. And I was even reading this great book about a guy who's in his travels, and we're human. As humans, we're really if we're sighted, if you're sighted, a sighted person, we don't use our sight in the dark, and if we just let ourselves be in the dark, complete dark, then our eyes can actually adjust, and actually you can see really well in the dark. And I kind of live in a dark place. It's really in the Northeast, and it's really dark this time of year, and we have kind of low light, so because I have solar panels, and it's kind of funky. But people will be, like, sometimes when I'm from Long Island originally, and I'll just be driving. I'm so used to being in the dark that I'll be driving down the main street in like Patchogue, on Long Island, and like forget to put my headlights on because I could see fine. And so it's kind of like that, so I just love the dark time of year. And also, I used to travel a lot too, but I really I'm just really looking forward to hunkering down and creating, and not having to really necessarily go anywhere. We're kind of a culture of go, So this is a Joni Mitchell tune, and I know that some of you know it, but it's called The Urge for Going. You know it? And so I'm actually doing songs that, Joni Mitchell actually wrote this song, The Urge for Going. It's one of her first songs. Any Joni Mitchell fans out there? Yeah, I love Joni. And then, of course, it was recorded by other people, and Tom Rush made it famous, but it's a sweet song. It's I'm pretty sure it's in Rise Up Singing, too. So it just goes, there's the great chorus, got the urge for going, when the meadow grasses are turning brown. You'll get it. I woke up today and found frost perched on the town. It hovered in a frozen sky, gobbled summer down. When the sun turned tree to cold, and shivering the trees stood naked in a trembling row, I got the urge for going, seem to go. I got the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown. Summertime is a falling down. Winter's closing in. Had someone in a summertime with summer-colored skin, and not another one in town. The darling's heart could win. When the leaves came a-trembling down and bully winds rubbed their faces in the snow, they got the urge for going, and I had to let him go. Got the urge for going. He got the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, and summertime is a falling down, winter's closing in. And the warriors of winter gave a cold, triumphant shout, and all that stays is dying, and all that lives is getting out. See the geese in chevron flight, flapping and waving on before the snow. They got the urge for going, and they got the wings to go. They got the urge. Well, they got the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, summertime is a falling down, winter's closing in. So I ply the fire with kindling and pull the blankets to my chin. I lock the vagrant winter out and bolt my wandering in. I like to call back summertime and have her stay for just another month or so. But she got the urge for going, and I guess she's gonna go. She got the urge for going when the meadow grass is a turning brown, and all her empires are falling down. Winter, winter is closing in. Winter is closing in.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
Wow.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
I really wanted to sing that song. And she says all her empires are falling down, you know. She's like,
Oh,
you know, Joni Mitchell, she's really ahead of her time, you know, in a lot
oh
of
my
ways.
gosh.
And because she wrote about really major issues, and a lot of times she got shut out for it too, you know. But I really wanted to do that song because was it yesterday, the day before yesterday, it was crazy. The geese were like, because the geese were like flying over like en masse,
Yeah.
you know, in the chevron, and they were going up overhead. And I posted on Facebook, and a lot of my friends were like, "Yeah, we saw them too," you know. And because they had left earlier, but I guess, you know, and then the snow came, so they just knew.
Wow.
That's great.
That's beautiful. It's such a beautiful song.
Oh, really? She was such a keen observer, is such a keen observer still. Those
Yeah.
songs are so striking. They're really, really gorgeous.
And she used nature a lot to just
Yeah.
to sit around and, you know. It's a good thing to do. If you hear the humming on your refrigerator, you can start humming, you know, a tune. Like that.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thanks so much for letting me
That's
sing the
beautiful.
songs.
You bet. Thank you so much, Colleen. And just, I've seen some great comments on Facebook. Rosalie says, Joni Mitchell fan from Long Island here. Yeah, and folks are watching and loving the song. So thank you so much. I wanted to check in. Nancy, did you want to do a second song? Right, that's fine.
Yeah.
We
Not required.
we had this amazing opportunity here from our artists again, just because of the way the world is turning and some people's schedules and things coming up, etc. But we thought maybe we could have a closing song for our Season of Peace concert from our dear friend Bev Grant. How about that, Bev?
Would that work for you, my dear?
Let's see what she says. If she says no, then we'll do a closing song.
Oh, wait.
I have a song here that I love. It's not my song. I feel like I could have written it or wish I had.
Well, there we go.
It's called No Man's Land, and it's written by a woman named Karen Dahlstrom. It's fairly, wait a minute, I'm getting a message. Yeah, whatever. I think she wrote it a year or two ago. She sings with a group called Bobtown, but she also does a lot of solo stuff. Karen Dahlstrom, you could probably find this online. It's wonderful with harmonies. Ain't no man can be my savior. No man can raise me by his own hand. No man can blame me for his failure. I am no man's land. No man can sit upon God's throne. No man has me at his command. No man can claim me for his own. I am no man's land. You can echo me here. And no man's book can tell my story. No man's judgment can understand. No man's eyes can see my glory. I am no man's land. This is not love. This is not love. You can't love what you can't set free. If you can't love me, then let me be. No man's word can still my voice. No man can tell me where I stand. No man's will can take my choice. I am no man's land. I am my Savior. I am my story. I am my power. I am my glory. I am my beauty. I am my own. I am no man's man. I am my Savior. I am my Savior. I am my story. I am my power. I am my glory. I am my beauty. I am my all. I am no man's land. I am no man's land. I am no man's land.
Right on, Bev. Yes.
Such a
Wow.
beautiful message. Love that. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
wonderful. Thank
Everybody
you so
was loving
much.
that. Oh, that's beautiful.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Bev. Let me bring everybody back up who has performed here this afternoon. Let's bring you up, Felicity. You wrote the lyrics, sister. Y'all in it. Y'all in it.
Oh, good. You got the song up there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we
yes.
want to thank all these fabulous artists. You heard today from Colleen Kattau, our friend in Western New York, Central New York. Is it Central New York?
Yeah, Central New York. Yeah, right smack dab.
Singing wonderful songs from Sandy Denny and Joni Mitchell, my goodness, and then Nancy Schimmel joining us from Berkeley, California.
Yeah.
And you heard from Bev Grant singing a song that she wrote from the lyrics of Felicity Frisbee, sitting there in front of her books and indicating how much of words she is a fan. And everyone came together for this, our first season of Peace Concert. It's our second year doing this. We have another concert on December 18th. And we hope you will join us again. We want to, as always, thank our fabulous tech team who keep things rolling. Toby, Marcy, Radha, Alice, Paula, and Moria. And we're going to be doing this one more time. We've been doing this since March of 2020. We do invite you. Yes, thanks for putting all that in the link there in the chat there, Marcy. We do invite you to make a contribution to support. Everything you contribute today will be shared by these wonderful artists. And come back next week. And what else? Hang with us here on Zoom if you like. We love you. We know we're going to see you next week, and that's going to be great. And after that, it's going to be when we call a concert, we will let you know. When we bring some of these wonderful artists back, we will let you know. And I'm sure folks have CDs and that kind of stuff. So if you still have holiday shopping to do, please do it with independent musicians, because music, how did you say it earlier when you were talking about women who've been told not to sing, Bev? What music brings to us?
Well, it empowers us. I think it gives us our voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if you've been told not to sing, you know, it's like you're losing a major part of what sustains us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Absolutely.
And I thought that song you sang was so perfect for right now because of the Supreme Court, because of the change we're going to see now in the House, all sorts of things
she wrote it before the Supreme Court.
Of course she did. Yeah, unfortunately, of course she did, because it's been going on a long time.
It's not a new concept.
But yeah, if you love singing with powerful women, these are the women that we bring to you, and we look forward to seeing you next week. And we will say goodbye to our friends on Facebook Live. There's Ellen from your choir, Bev, saying that was such fun, singing along loudly, and yay for Felicity, says Ellen. So much love to you all. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you Facebook.
I didn't hear you say what was up with Arne.
Oh, people's schedules apparently got very busy in the holiday season. And so that, I think, is what's happening. We will check with all those folks and see if they can come back for next week's concert. Thanks for asking, Storm.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, Facebook Live, friends on Facebook Live.
Bye.
See you next
Take care,
week.
folks.